A brief message from your friendly neighborhood editing Jordan. We tend to try to keep things pretty PG-13 around here, but this is an improv podcast. So, who knows what we're going to say. Sometimes we throw in some swearing, some sexual content, and some violence. So, as a general warning, viewer discretion is advised. Also to be noted, the opinions stated about a certain tabletop role-playing game are just that, our opinions. We love the game and we like talking about it. So any criticisms are really just all in good fun. That being said, wizards, please hire us. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get on with the show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nat One Podcast, aka Nope, because nope, you're not gonna want to hear what we're about to have to say. I'm Pertuset.
I'm Levi.
And I'm Jordan.
Oh, morning, Doc.
Good morning.
I was just going to ask you, because, we share a room. Have you seen Reginald around? He kind of disappeared last night and hasn't come back yet.
I thought he told you where he was going. He didn't tell me anything.
Well, he said that he had, scouted out this cool place that he thought we might want to go, run up maybe today, and he was going to check it out a little bit. So I was just, kind of concerned that he might have gotten kidnapped or something, but usually... Oh, wait. Oh, no, there it is down in the lobby right now. There he is. He's coming in.
He's just having breakfast. You didn't need to be worried, Mimsy.
Okay, well, I didn't know where he really was. I didn't hear him come in last night. Let's go see. Let's go ask him what he was doing. Reginald!
Hello.
Oh! Why does your voice sound like that?
What did you get up to last night?
You sound like someone has put a pillow over you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Perhaps you noticed something different with my ear?
No, I just noticed that your voice is very grating and weird and staticky.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got gravel in your throat.
Are you alright?
Do you see it now?
It's not a seeing thing, it's a hearing thing.
I got a new earring. It's very cool. Look at it. It even says cool on the inside of the earring.
What?
And what did you give in exchange for that piece of jewelry?
That's the thing. It was free.
Oh no.
It was free. Reginald, didn't you tell me there was some, place you wanted to look around at last night? You didn't give me very many details about it. What did you go do?
I went to this fabulous little local joint called Things with a Catch Emporium. It's a catchy name, huh?
Reginald, you've got to stop doing this.
For my cool earring.
For all the times that I've done dumb things, sometimes it really just he has to come in here and change up the dynamic, doesn't he?
It's remarkable. This is the second time. Come on, man.
I have a cool earring.
You also sound like you've been compressed by a big machine into a small little man. I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble, I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds like a personal issue.
I mean, yeah, personally, I wish you wouldn't sound like that, but you really like that earring, so I feel like this isn't gonna stop for a while.
I really hope it wears off soon.
Regardless, we are near to our destination today, so we must go onwards before we miss anything.
Oh, that's right. This festival thing that you wanted us to go to. What was it called again?
Large Fair.
Large Fair. You haven't really given us much more than that. Could you look, I got my stuff. We're packed up. Let's get on the road. We can talk about it.
Indeed.
All right. So it's called Large Fair. What's it about? Is it just big?
Well, I wanted to wait until today, but I also got 3 pamphlets that have all of the dealers and panels and events we can attend. This way we can peruse it together.
Oh. Did you get a version that I can read?
Maybe.
I'll give it here. I'll find out. Is this how you spell large?
That's upside down, Mimsy.
I see.
Mm.
I cannot read this. Please explain it to me in great detail verbally.
Well, we will do so through time. I did, however, also get these cool glasses that you could have from the Emporium.
I don't want
Don't
anything from
put
that
this on.
Emporium.
It says you can read anything with them.
I've been quite content not being able to read, I'm not going to lie.
Fair enough. I'll keep them for myself.
I'm afraid of what's going to happen to you if you put them on.
Oh, imagine if it interacts with what's currently going on. That
I was
would be
thinking more
horrible.
of like it's some kind of weird trickery where it's a play on words where like, oh, you can read anything, so then everything becomes the word anything.
I could also see that happening. Don't put
I'm
those
not
on.
putting it on. I don't want to look like a nerd.
Hey,
Mm. If the glasses fit. But
they
anyway,
do because they're my glasses.
you can see here throughout the schedule all the different events. Now, I did want to also inform you that this should be a very lucrative trip for us all, because this large fair is all about thievery.
Now you
It's
have my attention.
it's all about thievery?
Well, thievery, plots, schemes, the like,
So
shenanigans even.
so like they're gonna like teach us how to do it better, or it's just like people being like, oh, we love thievery and plots and schemes.
There's a counterfeiting 101 panel.
It's a little bit of both. There your enthusiasts like us that will be there, and there are also industry pros who have the newest say so. Look here, there's even one called Pock Picketing, how to give and get.
Hawk picketing.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't
It's a
it
play on words, but I don't intend to put things back in people's pockets. Mage hand only goes one way.
Mm,
I only know about the picketing part. Are we gonna like get organized, get some activists together, like a picket line, you know?
maybe,
Interesting.
but we can look at
Um,
what else is going on here.
I mean, is this like I don't know if I'm really gonna be interested in all that stuff because I kind of let you guys just take me around everywhere. Is there at least gonna be some stuff to like eat? Because I mean,
Hmm, there's a section on food.
They do have a rock throwing contest.
the duck rocks.
I don't think they're duck rocks. I think they're normal rocks and then
Dang
you
it!
throw them. That's not food. We've been over this.
I've been wanting to find one of those again ever since that day a few months ago.
I think your best bet may be the place where Reginald got cursed.
True. Hey, are they gonna have like a panel at this thing? The place you went to? They seem pretty, since you like them so much, they might go to the same things that you do, Reginald.
Hmm, I don't know. Let me take a look at the dealers. Hmm.
That would also be kind of concerning if they were selling a bunch of compression earrings at the fair.
Also, when
How
we're
the
there,
hell knows
everybody
these
keep a hand on your belongings because we don't want to have to try to buy our own things back.
Yeah, that's also what I was kind of concerned about. If this is like a whole thing where it's people celebrating their interest and capability with scheming and plotting and thievery and sneaking around and about. Is that really like the best idea to go to something about that? I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, it's gonna be like a competition, right? They're gonna be like trying
Oh,
to
but there
one
is a
up each other.
competition. It's 2 days after tomorrow.
Yes, but don't worry about our own belongings if we're not in a competition. Right here it says that you can purchase lockers, people that lock our things underneath the ocean, so that way it can't be stolen.
Lot what?
I was
All
just
we have
going
to
to
do is
say we
pay
use the
them a fee.
portable hole.
How do they get it under the ocean?
I don't know.
Question.
And who are they locking?
The stuff.
Well, you said they're called lockers.
Yeah, they lock the stuff.
Who's her?
Maybe that's the name of the person doing the locking.
Oh, they're all women. It's like a family business, and they're all sisters.
Yes.
Sure, I guess you can ask them when we arrive.
Okay.
Ooh, Mimsy, it does say here that there is a competition for lock picking that I think you could win.
What?
Hmm.
Why do you think that? When have I ever given you the impression that I would be able to win a lock picking competition?
That's why we have the knock
Well,
spell.
it says that there are no rules and that the winner would earn not only a lifetime membership to Locks R Us, but also some ducks.
If there's no rules, I could just break it
Precisely my thought.
with my bare hands.
Hmm.
I got those a couple weeks back when we were going through the woods.
You keep talking about those, and it's, well, I don't,
Well, you
whatever
didn't
makes you
see
happy.
him take them off the bear.
No.
Hmm.
After that strange wizard asked me if I would want to be alone in the woods with a bear or a man, and I told him the bear, he sicked one on me, and I did what I had to.
That's what he asked you?
Yeah, that's well, 'cause you guys were in camp and I kind of went off to go do my business, and then there was this little like gnome man, and he was wearing one of those tall, pointy blue hats with stars on it and a little robe, and he asked me that. Yeah, I thought it was
I've
really
seen him
weird.
before. Before I met you guys, he asked me something similar about a tree, but I can't remember how it was anymore. Oh well, I still have the cool earring.
I really don't. Is this like a situation where the earring is making you think it's cool? Because it just looks like a pretty normal earring to me.
I like it.
All right, I guess that's fair enough. You can like what you want to like. I just don't. It makes your voice sound kind of grating, but
I don't hear it. I don't know what you're talking about.
maybe one of us should like buy one of the earrings so that he can see what it sounds like. But what if it's permanent?
That's what I'm worried. I don't think it's attached to the earring. I think it's the price that you pay for getting the earring.
Hmm.
All we'll do is we'll abduct the cleric again and have them remove curse on me again if it happens.
I really need
Yeah.
to learn that because we really need to stop abducting clerics. We're getting a reputation and not one that I want.
Yeah, a lot of churches are starting to get pretty upset with us when we're going around. It's getting hot.
They mostly
Oh,
come back. Oh,
I mean, they all come back except for that. Well, there was that one. Ew.
mhm. It wasn't really our fault, not when you think about it.
oh.
We
Sorry, a
said
little
stop,
bit of
but
leftover breakfast.
No, I mean, the intellect devourer came out of nowhere.
oh, it says here in the dining options there is a place called Leftover Breakfast that we can go to for lunch.
Really, I love places that do all day breakfast kind of things. You don't see that many of them, but I feel like it's kind of a growing trend, right? It's enjoyable. I do like me some good old eggs and bacon.
Excellent. It says that it's right next to the other big brown pit.
The
The
what
what?
what is the other big brown pit? Why there's another big brown pit. Why are there
This is
two
one
big
of
brown
two?
pits?
Or is it one of like four and it's
Well,
misleading?
there's a big map here, and I think because it's just on a big field, that the only way they could distinguish things was with big brown pits. So there's a handful of just big brown pits around, and they have
And
names though.
and all they
They're
are
called,
is just they're just markers. They're just location markers.
I mean, why else would they have a bunch of big brown pits?
Ideally to throw people in.
Maybe that's like their what is this large festival? Maybe it's like their festival jail. They put people in if you break the rules.
Maybe. It does say that they have not mud wrestling, but dirt wrestling.
That just sounds like it would be uncomfortable.
What's the point?
It says that they every year the winners from the last year have to bring two people to fight that they trick into coming to fight in the dirt pit.
They tricked them to coming to fight in the dirt pit.
Mm.
So none of us would be allowed to do it because we have read on the brochure where it says it has to be people who are tricked.
Were you hoping to participate in the dirt wrestling, Mimsy?
Well, clearly I could beat anyone, but now I feel like I'm going to be breaking the rules.
I think that you could just start your own dirt wrestling. It doesn't have to be festival sanctioned.
But what if
I
there's
also
like a
feel like
prize?
it says that you're supposed to tell the people in the pit there's a prize, but there is no prize.
Dang it.
Maybe just
What
if
if
you dirt wrestle someone, I'll give you a copper.
what if they're lying and there really is a prize, but they don't want you to know that there's a prize, so they're telling you in the brochure that there's no prize, so that you won't be incentivized to do it just for the prize, but perhaps instead for the love of the sport, in which case you will win a prize if you become victorious at the end.
But if you were tricked into it in the first place, then what?
Perhaps they are trying to get people to come into loving the sport by having them randomly participate without knowledge of it in the first place.
I still think you should
Maybe.
just start randomly wrestling people while we get to the festival.
It's all just a big trick. They're doing it to, maybe the whole, oh, you have to be tricked isn't real. Maybe you just have to pretend. I'm
I
gonna
think this
enter
whole
into the
place,
dirt wrestling competition.
it's all pretty lax on rules in general. I think you can really do whatever you want and probably get away with it.
I'm going to dig another random pit.
Mm. Oh, here's one for you though, Doc. There's one here that says how to steal magically more efficiently.
That I'm interested in.
I was hoping it was going to be how to spoon.
What?
What?
How to spoon. I've been needing to learn how to use spoons. No one's taught me yet.
Why would I recommend that to Doc?
I don't know. That seems like something that maybe Doc also needs to learn how to use spoons.
You seem to forget I used to practice medicine. I'm fully aware of how to use utensils.
Do you use spoons in medicine?
I mean, not exactly a spoon. There is like a scoop type of thing, like to hold. Why would there be a panel about how to use spoons? Yes, I want to go to the magic stealing panel, but how have you gone this long without knowing how to use spoons?
Well, I generally just if we're eating anything that's soupy, I kind of just go for it with two hands and just take the whole bowl up. And you guys have seemed to thought that was kind of just on brand for me this whole time. So I've
It
never
is.
I've gotten around it really. I haven't had to bring it up until now. And frankly, I'm kind of embarrassed.
I had a suspicion, but I didn't want to say anything.
I don't pay attention when you do things.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I think that's a good idea. Maybe next year we can submit a panel on how to use spoons.
For crime purposes.
Yeah.
You can use them like tiny shovels to dig
That's
holes.
actually what I was thinking, partially. There's not very many. We haven't explored the range of utensil-related crimes. That was all I had. Yep. On the same wavelength with that.
That would be a good idea, utensil-related crimes for a panel. And then we could use
Mhm.
it to get money out of people, like we always do with our funny little ideas.
Yeah, yeah. More money, more spoons. More spoons, more money.
You could call it like a spoon scheme.
That's precisely what it is.
A sp a spoony scheme. A
A
spooning
spoon.
scheme.
That's better than what I thought you were going to say, Speam.
Why would I say that? That sounds
Because
weird.
it sounds
That's
like something you
weird.
would
That's
say.
odd. You're weird, Doc.
I'm aware.
Oh, we haven't even looked at any of the dealers aside from the other one.
Yeah, they got anything like Big Moles Inc. where I can go get a new Warhammer or something. This one's getting a little old.
Oh, do you think they have spell components?
Well, I don't know about spells. You might have to look yourself. It's a lot of words I don't know, like apothecary.
Apothecary?
What does he carry?
That's that's like herbs and remedies and tinctures and
Oh,
things.
oh, this Apoth
Mm,
guy must be a pretty good doctor then.
Not a
mm.
guy, just a word.
Isn't that what all people are at the end of the day?
This reminds me of the
No,
ampersand. Ah, memories.
we
That
we
was a
don't
long
talk
time
about that.
ago.
But I don't see much else in the way of mold. There is one thing under weapons that doesn't have the weapon in the name for it. You might be interested in, Mimsy. It says Games Workshop.
Okay, maybe that sounds like they
I
might be putting something together. Yeah, I could go give it a look.
I don't know why that something called games is in the weapons category.
Yeah,
So
maybe. I feel like I've heard of some kind of like Warhammer being associated with Games Workshop, so maybe there might be something related there I could take a look at. I'm not sure.
Well, also the most dangerous game does involve weapons.
Ah, yeah, there you go. That's 2 for 1. Actually, 3 for 1.
oh,
Games, Workshop, Warhammer.
oh wait, there's a space. It's Games Workshop.
They were they
What?
hop.
Mm,
Why do they do that? Are they a bunch of grung? Do they hop?
that would make sense.
This is gonna be weird. This show that people are putting on, I feel like it's gonna be one big con. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, it could be referred to as a convention, yes, and it's large.
No, not a convention like a con that we do con. Like it's gonna be like they're gonna take our money and run, is what I feel like.
How do you know how much effort you'd have to go through to come up with all these different names on here?
I've done
Isn't
less for less money.
I was about to say, isn't that like what we do all the time? Is like every week we come up with a new scheme that has a really elaborate backstory about it and then try to jib people out of their money for it?
But this is color coded. This is far too much detail. They're not working very efficiently.
See, that okay, yeah, I feel like you're just proving my point more and more, but I feel like you're not going to accept anything I have to say. So,
He also
Mhm.
already bought the tickets, so if it is a scam, we've already been scammed.
Multi-day passes.
how much did the multi-day passes cost?
Enough that I didn't chip in for it. I don't actually know.
Reginald,
I got them for a steal because I bought them early.
Reginald, how much did the multi-day passes cost?
Well, keep in mind that this large fair is going on for 5 whole days, and we have access to every day.
Reginald, please, just tell me. Give it to me straight. Hit me in the face with it. How much did the multi-day passes cost?
It was a mere trifling 80 gold
Oh,
Together?
per person.
Or oh my
oh,
God.
oh. That's more money than my family has ever made on the farm in their entire lives.
I'm so glad I didn't chip in.
All I
Oh
headway
God,
with my connections from on the street.
your earring is making you freeze in place.
We really need to get that looked
Did
at.
you see that? Did you see him do that?
I saw it.
He just like you were in the middle of saying something and then you stopped for like 5 seconds and then you continued like nothing happened.
I don't know what you're in reference to.
I think it's making him lose his mind.
I think he didn't have one when he bought it.
Well, he didn't buy it. It was free, you know.
Oh, he bought it with something.
Hmm. You two are being simple naysayers. Once we make ourselves through this large fair, we're going to be so profitable, you won't even notice the 240 gold.
Oh my God.
Please stop saying it out loud.
I hate this. This is potentially worse than the Superb Owl incident.
Oh, that was funny though. The Superb Owl was
No, it
funny.
wasn't because it was my money that time.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was. Yeah.
That's very funny.
But that's what another thing I was gonna ask Reginald. Yeah, you just said we'd be really profitable, so we're going to this because we're like trying to learn how to be
Mhm.
better?
Or
Okay.
network so we can get more jobs.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure exactly what the reason we were gonna go to this was for. I was just kind of following along like I always do. Um, so okay, yeah, sure. Sure. All right. Yeah, I don't th again, I probably won't go to many of like the big talky things because I'll get bored and like fall asleep, and you guys know how I snore, so I'd probably keep everyone like distracted. But you guys just tell me how it goes. I'll probably be like near the pits all the time doing
Are
stuff.
are you sure you don't want
Mm.
to come to the panel about different types of paper?
Di There are different types?
It's like an hour long.
No, I don't want to come to that.
No one's going to go to that with me, are you?
Why did you think I would want to come to
I
that?
don't know, because it's interesting.
Why are there different types of paper?
Because there are different purposes and different thicknesses, and you use different types for different things.
Okay.
For an hour?
But there's a lot of different types of paper.
I don't know. Yeah, no, that definitely would be I would be like rumbling like a large creature in the back, like the bear with the bare hands. I
Mm.
would be rumbling in the back of the room. So you wouldn't want me there. I would ruin everything.
Poor bear.
Mm.
He was quite wealthy, actually. He had on a large cloak.
That's
It
not.
was like
Oh God.
embroidered and everything.
Are you sure you picked a bear?
Well, if it wasn't a bear, it was something very large and very hairy.
Oh,
I'm not going to tell him.
no.
Whatever the case, it started trying to grab me like immediately. So I, what? And now I have I have its hands. They're mine now.
It was. You had
Well,
to be there. It was gruesome.
regardless, I'm telling you to, you don't have to worry about the 240 gold that I spent on this. The people
I
that
hate hearing
supplied
it.
me with it, they are my connections from the streets. And they understand that this is an important investment, so we won't have to return it for a while, or else I can't go home.
Are you sure, Reginald? Because we know that you didn't grow up on the streets.
And also, what do you mean by that? Do you mean you took out a loan to pay for this?
No, it wasn't a loan so much as I was borrowing from one of my connections.
So a loan,
Well, no, there's no interest because it's a good faith thing.
Did
but
you get 240 gold from your parents?
I don't have parents.
I didn't know you still talk to your
Reginald.
parents, Reginald. That's actually kind of sweet. You don't look
Now,
happy about the. Okay, okay. I was about to say you don't look happy about the fact that I said that, so I'm just gonna drop it. I'm gonna leave it there. It's on the side of
Hmm.
the road. We can pick it up on the way back.
Or not.
Well, someday we probably should. You've got some issues with that, but yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. We're done. Um, well, all right. Um, so where are we going exactly? I've just been following along. Where is this thing?
I assume that Reginald knew where we were going since he
Yeah,
purchased the tickets.
you've got the tickets. They told you where it was.
Yes. Do you see those buildings on the horizon? Kind of looks like a small town.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's Thurdu. That's where large fair it takes place, starting tonight.
Third do?
Mm.
Like third do, but with only one D?
I think it's more like Thur and then do.
Okay,
Someone
sure.
named Thur had a do.
Ah,
But this
okay.
is the one of the westernmost cities on the continent.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, Sure. Sure. So we're gonna just like, bed down. It's honestly a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. I thought we were gonna be traveling for like a day or so. I mean, you said it was pretty soon, so I thought maybe we were gonna have to find a teleportation circle or something like that.
Nope, we're
Nope.
pretty close. I kind of slowly head that way the whole time.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's get in there. I want to find these pits. I want to see what they're doing with them.
Well,
Maybe I
first,
can
let's
maybe I
find
can like
lodging.
help them. What? Huh? Large?
Lodging. We'll want lodging.
Larging. That's what they're calling it for Large Fest is larging.
I don't think so.
No.
They should do that. It's like
I
a
feel
play
like
on
probably
Like
words.
a branding opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
We learned a lesson, probably.
We should do that for them and then make them pay us.
Ooh. But not even,
Lodging.
we could make them pay us, or we could not and just tell people we're providing lodging and then give nothing.
True. But how
We
much
could
are we
also
gonna
throw in like food too and be like, yeah, there's a meal included. And there's not.
how much are we charging for the larging?
We will figure that out next year. For now, I'm just eager to get a bed, even though it's only been a few hours.
All right. That's fair enough. Yeah.
That's
Well,
what happens when you get pixie led and have your voice stolen.
Don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, the tavern. One of you can handle the negotiations. I'm just going to see if I can see any other fellow thieves in the tavern.
Do people
okay.
dress up for this? Are we looking for people in costume? Because that might be where I draw the line.
Well, let's the tavern keep probably knows a little bit. We can ask him some questions about it. Hello, my good man. How are you this fine evening?
Fine.
Okay.
We're looking for, we need a room for the next couple of days. We're in town for the fair, the thing.
Yeah. Large fest.
Is it fest or fair?
Oh, wait, I think it might have been fair.
I don't actually know. I'm asking you.
Are you talking about large con?
Is it con? Is it actually con?
I didn't read the
I
paper that
told you
Reginald
we
gave
were
me.
gonna get conned.
But no, that's short for convention, Mimsy.
Well, it is large con, but that's not here.
What
It's
do you
about-
mean it's not here?
It's about 100 miles north. We have small fest here.
What do you mean it's about 100 miles north? Isn't
Yeah.
that like, isn't that happening like tomorrow?
Yeah, why did you come here?
I don't know. Reginald!
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Reginald,
Why are we here?
we've got a problem, Reginald. We've got a slight little problem.
Oh no, are they out of rooms?
No, that's not it at all.
No.
You could say you could say we have a large problem. Large con, it's called large con, by the way, isn't here.
Well, no, there's no large con. Our tickets clearly say large fair on them.
That's because that's not a real thing and it's not here.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
The kind tavern keep has informed us, thank you by the way, that large con, which I'm assuming large fair had its name stolen from, is about 100 miles to the north of here.
You got tricked, Reginald.
That makes 2 times in one day.
That makes a couple times in the last couple of months. Mimsy, you are moving up in the ranking of this group.
Yeah! Oh wait, no, that makes me sad because Reginald's gonna be sad.
All right, I didn't want to do this, but we're gonna have to go kill my brother.
What?
Now I'm interested again. Hey, we hope you enjoyed the episode you just listened to. If you really like our content, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on YouTube, and look for us on Spotify. If you'd like to see us continuing to do more fun projects in the future, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can find our page linked in the description above all of our other social media links. And finally, if you'd like to keep up with the zany shenanigans of our lives and check out some more skit-based content and things like that, check us out on Twitter and TikTok, links in the description. And hey, thanks!